Coming up. I'm currently at just tripped over a pigeon. All this and lots more on a bikepacking tour of North Wales. Hi folks, it's me again, the old bloke on a bike. I'm off on another bikepacking adventure, and this time it's to North Wales. I'm currently at Warrington Bank Quay station, waiting to catch the train to Bangor. And joining me on this trip is my mate Simon, who got on the train earlier in Manchester. It's mid-October, the nights are drawing in, and there's wind and rain forecast for a couple of days' time. So let's see how we get on. As we headed west, we passed the iconic Conwy Castle, and then after arriving in Bangor, we headed straight for the Menai Bridge. The bridge was completed in 1826 by Thomas Telford and was the world's first major iron suspension bridge. And in its 200th year, it was currently undergoing essential maintenance. So having crossed over the bridge to the Isle of Anglesey, we headed down to the Menai Strait to have a bit of a mooch about. So we're now on Church Island down in the Menai Straits. That is one hell of a tree, that. Bloody hell. St. Tisilio built this church 630 AD. Then he got on with the rest of his day. Just come over the Menai Bridge, which you'll be able to see behind me, and then we're heading to the Britannia Bridge. We're going to cross that. That's going to be a bit interesting because there's no bike lane or anything. We'll see how we get on. Well, I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that we made it safely over the Britannia Bridge and back onto the mainland of Wales, although the road was a bit too busy for my liking. That's more like it. So we came over the bridge from that way, over here, down this way. So as we pondered the complex structural stress calculations involved in the construction of the original tubular bridge using wrought iron rectangular box section spans, my mind wandered to an equally important issue. I think it's time to go for a coffee now. Let's go and get some caffeine before we tackle that climb to Ogwen. Okay, let's go. Superb! Go right here. That's it. We just had a coffee and a cake in Bangor. It was very nice. Got the caffeine levels up. And we're heading up Llanlas Ogwen now. Heading up to the YHA. But before we get there, we're going to have a little look at a place called Dinorwig, which is the old slate mine overlooking Llanberis. We're going to have a look at the old workings, the old buildings there. We have to turn off at a place called Tregarth up here. Right, let's crack on. He was certainly cracking on. Too easy. Limpadan Country Park. And there's Limpadan behind. There's a bloody big Jenga pile there. How that lot doesn't just slide down, I don't know. We're looking for a viewpoint. Must be here. I think it's down there, isn't it? Wow, that's quite smart. Hey, look at the goats down there, Si. Some sort of slate mountain goat. New species. That's Llanberis over there. So we're on the way to the hostel now. Got about 5 miles up here, up to Idwal Cottage, where we'll be pitching our tents for the night and hopefully getting a beer. But before that, we had to tackle the increasing gradient of the gravel trail leading up the rugged Nanfrancon Valley towards Llyn Ogwen. And as we got closer to the camp, darkness began to fall. Is this the way in? Yeah, there's the reception desk with a man ready to greet us. Well, one of us got off to sleep pretty quickly. Well, last night's pitch was pretty good. Look at the sunrise this morning. So the YHA building's over there. I think these are some toilets. I've not used them yet. I've gone in the main building, used the shower and toilet in there. But the stars last night were amazing. And we've got this little campsite to ourselves. Absolutely fantastic. That's Penisar. I think that's Trivan. And then round here, the Glidders. Right, so I'm going to go over to the building and get breakfast. So this is reception. It's obviously shut up now because it's only 7:30. And in here, we've got a dining room. Wonderful room, this, loads of space. Sit in here, and then there's a link through, a door through into the self-catering kitchen. If we look through the window here, we can see our bikes leaning up against the tree right down there. So that's our pitch for last night. In the lounge. Right, well, we're about to set out on day 2 and we're just checking out the bike sheds. We didn't use them. Oh, hang on. Right, I'll start again. start again. Morning. Well, we're about to set out on day 2 and we're just checking out the bike sheds. On a scale of 10, I'd give that a 3. It's not even secure. I mean, you could lock the bike there and get that. So, fair enough, but there's no security on that little rabbit hutch. So that's Rate My Bike Shed, the YHA. Right, let's get going. Right, well, we just left Ogwen, had a nice pasty, and we're heading towards Capel Curig. We're on the main A5, unfortunately, but it's quiet, so we're okay. And we're going through Capel Curig to Better then up the Conwy Valley to Conwy, and we'll stop and get a coffee there, I think. And it's a glorious morning. We've got about 85 miles to do today. It's the campsite near Chester. So we need to put our foot down. Get a wheel on. Right, we just passed through Bexycoed and we're now heading north on the B5106, which is a quiet road which runs up the Conwy Valley. The main road is over there somewhere. We're avoiding that, we're just going on this lovely quiet road. It's about 15 miles to Conwy, where we're going to stop and get a coffee. Get some caffeine in. Yay! So we're hoping to get to Chester tonight. We've got a campsite in mind just the other side of Chester, but that's a total of 85 miles from Ogwen, where we stayed last night. So that might be a bit too much. In which case we might stop short somewhere near Gronant. We're going to make a decision over coffee when we stop at Conwy. Oh, there's a car when I'm filming. See a lovely stretch of river. I think that'll make a great bit of footage. And you always get a car, or 2, or 3 in that case. Never mind. Gonna get a great view in a minute. Hopefully I'll get no cars come by. Look at that. Wow. Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. Look at. Well, with a fair wind, we made it to Conwy around lunchtime, and we passed through the castle walls and into the town. Oh, we need to find somewhere for a nice coffee. Should we Google it? And we found the perfect spot in the sunny courtyard at Nonno's coffee shop, although the parking was a little bit testicle. Okay. Superb! The trip to Conwy is not complete without a visit to the iconic suspension bridge, built in 1826 by Thomas Telford.
We passed through there yesterday.
On the train? All right, brilliant.
Did we?
Yeah, we did. The railway goes through there. This is just a pedestrian thing. and then that's the road bridge. So you've got 3 bridges, all built at different times. It's a chain link suspension bridge. I'll get the chain checker out, see how much wear it's exhibiting.
Oh, it's not a bad looking bridge.
Yeah,
Road one.
I think it's nice. It's that bag of shite over there, that's the eyesore.
You don't like it?
It's not my favourite. My favourite's this one. I go number 1, this suspension bridge, number 2, the road bridge, and then I put that railway box section thing 3rd.
Why does that section have to be so big?
Too big.
It's rectangular.
Yeah,
It should be circular.
it should be circular. I think they should knock it down and rebuild it, make it round in keeping with the castle. I'm going to put that to Conwy Borough Council. Not impressed with the square tower for the train box section tunnel. No, not impressed. We're cutting short the ride slightly, just to 60 miles from here, and it's now 2:30, so it'll be after dark when we get there. So we're going to go to a different campsite, hopefully get there about 5 o'clock. It's somewhere up near the Clwydden range. There's a bit of climbing involved. We phoned ahead and they've got spaces, so we're going to go on there, and then tomorrow we'll cycle home from there. It's a bit of a longer journey home tomorrow, but we'll just have to do it. And this is coming up to Deganwy, because that's the marina, Deganwy Marina. And then Llandudno's further on. See them hills in the distance? Well, that's where we're headed now. The campsite's up the top of those hills. It's 4:15. I reckon it's going to be another couple of hours before we get up there. What's he doing in the sea there? Oh my god. Wasn't expecting this. So we just had a McDonald's at Rill, keep us going, and we're on the way to Penisar Mynydd campsite near Coombe. Simon's navigating on Google Maps and it's gone dark. So we're putting the head torches on to put the tents up tonight. Right, catch you later. Ignite the jet boil. Morning. Well, we arrived after dark to this campsite. It's called Penisar Mynydd Caravan and Camping Site, and it's at a place called Coombe. It's up near the Clwydden Hills, and it was after about 55 miles we got here. Long day actually. Look at this for sunrise. Quite nice. So we got a bit of food and early night. Relatively early night. I'll show you what I had. This was really good. Fire pot. Chili non carne. No meat, all vegetarian. In fact, it might even be vegan. Yeah, it's friendly to vegans, that one. And today we're going to cycle home, final day. Probably be about 70 miles for Simon, maybe 60 for me. And we're going via Chester. It's another dry day, hopefully. Right, let's get on with this brew and a porridge pot. I'm going posh this morning, Simon. I'm having English breakfast tea in a little paper sachet. Look at that. Posh, eh? Where did you get that from? Probably nicked it from some hotel somewhere. It's got a little paper tag, you know, on a string. You tell you're posh when you got one of them. Two sporks on this trip. Give that a couple of minutes. Beauty of having these pouches, get yourself a ready-made bin for the morning. Oh, that's good. Day 3, we're just leaving the campsite at Penisar, Mynydd, and we're heading towards the coast, hopefully somewhere near Bangor or Shotton. We'll pick up the coastal path, get down to Chester, and homeward bound we are. Morning. Strange, another cyclist on this little lane. You could actually see the coast there, and then beyond that, the land behind that is sort of Lancashire, North Lancashire, Blackpool, and over to the Fylde. So right, let's crack on down here and get down to that coastal path and stop off for a coffee and a sausage butty or something. Yeah, loving this. Nice quiet country lanes. There's a bit of a nip in the air and it's a bit dull, but it's great to be out. We hadn't travelled very far when we came across the Franciscan friary at Pantaseth and met a very friendly bloke riding a unicycle. Now I'm afraid I didn't get his name, but he looked like a John to me. So if you're watching this, John, thank you very much for the excellent demonstration of your riding skills, and well done for not falling off on camera. This is known as Old London Road. I'm going to take a run at it. I need low gear. I'm going for it. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's not too bad, Si. And so, in keeping with the historical theme of this bikepacking tour, we called in at Flint Castle and bumped into one of the locals.
Oh, bloody hell.
You okay, mate? I didn't see you there. Just tripped over a pigeon. In the dark here, there was a pigeon on the floor, a young un. I'm walking along and tripped over it. Watch out for more pigeons round here.
All the way up it.
Yeah. I hope no one tries nicking the bikes now. I'll break my neck getting down these stairs. Well, we just had lunch in Flint and I had creamy garlic mushrooms on a really thick granary toast. Very nice indeed. Simon wasn't very impressed with his sausages. He said they had just been shown the grill for a few seconds and weren't cooked very well at all, so he left them. Never mind. So we're now on the road towards Connors Quay, and then we're going to get through past Chester. So we're still following number 5, Sustrans Route 5, and hopefully we'll be on that for quite some time rather than going on any busy roads. Right, we're on the Millennium Greenway, bypassing Chester, which is to our right, south of us now. We're maintaining a reasonable speed. We've done 22 miles out of probably about 70 to get home. It's 2:30. We've got 4 hours of daylight and we've probably got another 50 miles to do, so we should just about do it before the daylight goes, but it doesn't matter if we get back in the dark. We're not putting a tent up tonight because we'll be home. Loving this. Out on the bike, huffing and puffing, snot developing on the end of my nose, stopping for uncooked sausages. It's brilliant. Right folks, well we've come to the end of another long day in the saddle, and it's at this point me and Simon are going to make our own separate ways home. So if you've got this far in the video, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, bye for now. I'm currently at...
So everyone is just...
The next train to arrive at platform 3.
about 2 days
For
time.
your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind the yellow line.
Stopping off at various campsites.
Platform 1 does not stop here.
So the plan is to catch the train.
Approaching platform 1
off.
is terminating at this station. Please do not attempt to board.